Hello there and welcome to our next video. Here we're going to look at making the most of each system. I'm quite looking forward to this part, and hopefully you guys or those who are listening to this, watching this, can see how simple and yet how effective this can be. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to just start with R01, which is basically our first inbuilt system, so somewhere to start. So obviously it presents with all this information. And the first question is now, okay, so how do you bet them? What bank do you use? People can see, obviously it's made 2,111 points across all strategies, across all markets, 782 points. You back the home, lay the away, and lay the draw. So the point is, where do you start, what do you do? Okay, so what I'll do is, just to clarify, I'll say in R01 there's 1, 2, 3, scroll across, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 markets where I think we have an advantage or an edge over the market. So again, so people come, they start, and then what we find is a lot of people try and cover every single bet, every single market, get confused, end up leaving or whatever it may be. So it's too complicated. So hopefully this now will simplify everything for you. Okay, so what I've done, I've just done a few examples, and then all I've done here is I've taken the match odds for backing the home team. So it's made 103 points over roughly 6 years, so that's roughly 15, 20 points a season. Okay, which doesn't seem a lot, but let's see how we can use that example. So if we go to R01 example 1, and you can see all I've done, I've just taken the home teams, same points, 103 points. And all I've done, I've started with a £1,000 bank here. We've used a 10-point bank, and you can see in 6 years we've turned £1,000, we've made £10,000 profit. And you can see every single bet here is £100 level stakes. We never change the stakes, and you can just see. So if you have a look here, if I just start again here, so you can see the first game was Standard Liège versus Juve Beerschot. The Standard Liège are trading at 1.5. That was the most available odds. So after commission, we made 0.475 points. So from our starting bank of £1,000, we staked £100 using a 10-point bank, and our profit was £47.50, and these are our closing balances. Our closing balance then moves over to the start of the next game, and so on. And if we just scroll all the way down, you can see the bank is slowly going up. We'll have little dips, nothing steady. In fact, if I just scroll over, so you can see, in fact, let's just do it by 6 months. So we start with £1,000, 1st of Jan 2012. By the end of the first year, we're on, let's have a look. So using this way, you'd been £1,646. So you made £646 profit you'd have made the first year. Probably doesn't even cover roughly the membership fees, maybe a little bit more, a couple £100 over. And obviously a lot of people at that point think you've placed nearly 120 bets and you think, is it worth it? But obviously, again, it's a power of accumulation. It's not the power of 6 months or whatever. And if you fast forward, excuse me, if you fast forward to the end of April 2018, that balance is £11,000. And that is playing every single bet, £100 stakes, the most liquid of markets, just one of the strategies. Okay, now that's a very basic way of looking at it. But now we say, right, how can we move this forward a little bit further? And we go to, again, the same markets. We've used 10-point bank, starting bank, as you can see. The same games, everything's exactly the same. The only thing this time is we recalculate our bank at the end of each day. Okay, so we started on the 14th of Jan 2012, and we had 3 games that day. So we started with £1,000, and obviously every single of them 3 bets is £100 each, as you can see there. At the end of the day, our new balance is £1,085.50. So for our next bet was on the 20th of January, 6 days later, and our starting bank was £1,085. So our new stake was £108.55. And all we do is, end of each day, recalculate the bank to a 10-point bank. Okay. Just to move it along a bit further, by the time we got to the 22nd, we had a £1,053 bank. So each bet was £105.30. As you can see, on the 22nd, we had 4 bets. So each bet would have been for £105.30. And our closing balance finished on £1,176. Every time you see a green tab here, and here, etc., it means it's a new day, or there's been a new recalculation. So RE, the last day's finished, we've recalculated the bank, and these are new stakes. When you see a gap like this, it means on the same day there was more than one bet. So here, in this example, for example, 22nd of Jan, we started with £1,053. Our stakes were £105.30, and we had 4 bets. So being that those on the same day, they'd all be the same stake. Okay, very simple again. We're just using one market from R01, just the first match odds back in the home team. We're not looking at lay the draw, lay the away team, or any of the correct score markets. Now, we start here with £1,000 again. We use a 10-point bank that we recalculate every day. And I urge you again to watch the closing balance, as you can see here. And these are on the spreadsheets for you to see. So we start in Jan 2012, and we keep going on. And as you can see, our bank goes up, down. We're now coming towards the end of the first year, December. And as we get to December, we've made £590. So less profit if we're doing £100 stakes. Okay, but again, it's a power of accumulation. We keep going on. Keep doing the same process. And as you can see now, our balance is getting around the 5,000 mark. And we're coming towards the end of the second year. If you look, I'll show the dates in a minute. And there we are. We're at the second year there. So at the second year, now we're on £13,000. You can see here, 29th of 12, 2013. That would have been our last bet. Fenerbahce versus Kayserispor. And just to show you the power of accumulation using this strategy, because it's a high win strategy, and you can see our balance keeps going up and up and up. And if I just scroll forward to 2018, so the last game, 2018, 28th was Real Madrid versus Leganes, and the closing balance would have been 8.7 million. Now, I'm not for 1 second suggesting you'd be on 8.7 million, because there are factors that would just stop that from happening, such as market depth and the weight of money, etc. So don't for 1 second think that you're going to follow this for 5 years and be on 8.7 million or 5 million or 6 million. But what this can do is show you the power of progression and the power of accumulation. Okay, and it goes back to the point stressing you can't win £1 million in a week. Okay, this is a process that will take years to achieve, or from anything I've seen will take years to achieve. Okay, but what you can use this for, if you've got patience, you can within a couple of years really build your bank up quickly. So if we just have a look at the first 300 bets. There we go, 17,000. 400 bets. 40,000. Okay, and you will get to a point where you need to level off, but what this does, this shows you how you can quickly build your bank up. And when I say quickly, I don't mean over 3 months. Don't be under the impression you can bet these for 3 months or 6 months and they haven't worked. I've clearly shown you just here how in the first year, 2012, there we go, you would have done this, a lot of work for making very little. Okay, so I can't stress it again, I'm not going to stress it again, but I'm just going to say it's about the power of accumulation. We've got a few more examples to run through, and I'll do that on the next video. So I'll leave this one here, but hopefully if you have a look at R01 and R02 example, and you can see how you can build your bank up quite easy. This is just following one market. It's not even following using like the draw or the correct scores. And I'll just say these are the sort of bets that I'll be recommending where everyone starts as a base to your betting. Forget about, unless the correct score markets, etc., which we've added in are really good. But the base of anyone's betting should be match odds, for a simple reason that liquidity is a big thing as well. I know some services just focus on the correct score market only, and I've looked at the liquidity in these markets, and there's no way this can support 50 or 100 people betting. Just impossible. So that's my take, and I'll show you that later, especially betting pre-match. But I'll leave it there for this example. We'll carry on with this example in the next video. We've got some more examples here. Again, just focusing on exactly the same market with a 10-point bank. Okay. Thank you for listening.